The historical truth is that the elites of the world use the government to disarm its subjects for their own personal agenda. Today I will tell you why, as a country, we should not give up our Second Amendment rights to bear arms. I will also tell you what has happened in history to the people that has had that right taken away from them, and how many deaths occurred during these periods of time. I will also tell you that taking our guns will not stop the killing of innocent people. My objective here is to hopefully show a constant flow of history of weapons control in relation to tyranny and liberty. Ancient Rome disarmed its citizens in Roman law. The citizens of Rome were not allowed to have any type of weapon past the Rubicon. It was an action taken by a Roman Senate to keep their subjects and armies from undermining and overthrowing their civil order of the Senate. From 1939 to 1945, Germany was responsible for the enslavement of countless Jews, British, Americans, and many more. The Jews alone lost millions of lives due to Adolf Hitler. They went from unarmed citizens to slaves and to dead humans at the expense of an elite idea. Elite governments have issued weapon bans throughout history in its subjects in exchange for the promises of protection and liberty. Elite society created in their vision a lawless, unarmed society that have no liberty in the elite's vision. Dictators in history which disarmed their citizens through weapon ban and promises were from Soviet Union 1924 to 1950. Leader Joseph Stalin was responsible for 20 million deaths. From 1935 to 1950, China's communist dictator Mao Zedong was responsible for 20 million deaths. From 1971 to 1979 in Uganda, Idi Amin was responsible for 300,000 deaths. In Cambodia, Pol Pot was responsible for 1 million deaths. Adolf Hitler was also responsible for over 20 million deaths, not just with the Jews. All of the deaths started with a ban on weapons. Taking guns away from lawful citizens will not stop unlawful ones from getting guns, nor will it stop the killing of innocent people. Look at Boston. 2 men made bombs out of household items and were able to kill people. In the Bible, Cain killed his brother Abel without a gun. This is why I believe we should fight for our Second Amendment rights. In history, every supposed society issuing weapon ban considered itself to be educated, progressive, civilized, and a modern spectacle. They disarmed their society with a promise of protection and liberty for its subjects. What they offer in truth is subtle slavery by disarming the people. This takes away the ability of the people to defend or fight for the natural right of liberty and personal protection. These modern societies, once disarming the people, bring in a lawless society of murder and a lust for power within its own Senate. The Second Amendment, founded on March 4th, 1789, states, "A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." This is why I believe that we should fight to keep our Second Amendment rights. Thank you.